The Peruvian Chavistas are upset because it looks like Keiko Fujimori will be Peru's next president. Here they tell us, a result that is mathematically impossible to overturn in the presidential elections in Peru. With 99.85% counted, Keiko Fujimori has 50.1%, Roberto Sanchez has 49.8%, 43,000 votes in favor of Keiko Fujimori, 23,000 votes left to be counted, and 131 tally sheets under review. So, at this point, it's already insurmountable. In short, Keiko Fujimori is almost certainly the new president of Peru. In fact, here they tell us that Keiko Fujimori is elected president of Peru for the 2026-2031 term. Although, well, seeing everything that has happened in Peru, you never really know about that 2031. Now here they tell us, at 99.859%, and it's mathematically impossible for Roberto Sanchez to catch up. The candidate from Fuerza Popular will take the presidency. Look, I'll be honest with you, Keiko Fujimori is not someone I admire, quite the opposite. Honestly, under normal circumstances, if I were Peruvian, I wouldn't have voted for her. But looking at the situation, there's no other choice because it's either Keiko Fujimori or Roberto Sanchez. And Roberto Sanchez is no, under no circumstances would I vote for that guy, for that person. So I think Keiko Fujimori is the lesser evil, the lesser for Peru. Now, something very peculiar happened here, and it turns out that Roberto Sanchez, well, he didn't acknowledge the result for obvious reasons. Pay attention.
Puerto Peru, the communist, the candidate who lost the elections, does not acknowledge them.
Surprised? Honestly, I'm not.
Hear it from his own mouth.
We will not recognize Ms. Fujimori's government.
Well, you've seen what's happening in Colombia, right? Gustavo Petro is crying, panicking, making things up, and claiming they installed software to commit electoral fraud against him. And according to all this, it comes from Israel. An endless stream of craziness from this guy, right? Gustavo Petro.
And consistent with that, to the votes of more than 9 million citizens,
He is a criminal.
will wage the democratic fight.
In short, the anti-democratic struggle.
Yes, of course, I totally agree with Mati Komote.
This is communism. They don't want to recognize the victory. They're desperate. They don't accept the results because they lost. That's the only reason.
And because they came from behind and overtook him, especially with the votes from abroad.
They're really criminals. This guy should be in jail. In a normal country, this guy wouldn't make it home today. He's going to jail for attacking democracy. It's a coup.
Just imagine that, but that's not all. I want to show you the following because a few weeks ago it was believed, or some people thought, that Keiko Fujimori was going to lose these elections against Roberto Sanchez. She wasn't just going to lose, she'd already lost. And let's see how this Chavista shared lips, who is an LGBT activist and at the same time a follower of the Iranian regime, the regime of the Ayatollahs, where being LGBT is forbidden and often punished with the death penalty. Well, let's take a look at this guy. He said he went to Peru and believed that he had defeated Keiko Fujimori. Pay attention.
We're leaving Peru. Mission accomplished. They said Keiko had a chance, but we said we wouldn't allow it.
We said,
Yes, Keiko, maybe next time. It's a pleasure to come to your country and defeat you.
defeat you, but you haven't defeated anyone. Shared lips, for God's sake.
You and your bastard old man. So you're not 15 anymore. Now you're in your 20s. Happy birthday, Keiko. I did it for San Martin and I did it.
I mean, do you realize it's completely crazy?
For Malvinas, I do it 1,000 times again.
And I do it 1,000 more times. That guy has reality all twisted. He thinks he defeated someone or that he beat someone.
Congrats to Peruvians who saw what was coming and voted wisely.
I totally agree. Keiko Fujimori, incredible president of Peru.
Goodbye, Keiko. Stop running and listen. I support long live Argentina and long live Peru.
Well, just imagine. That guy, you see, his grasp of reality is totally distorted. He thinks he beat or defeated someone. I mean, even if Keiko Fujimori had lost, that guy didn't defeat anyone. That the elections were Roberto Sanchez against Keiko Fujimori, and that guy didn't win anything. What is he talking about? Unbelievable. I mean, total madness. In fact, just look at what happened.
Definitely, Keiko Fujimori won the elections in Peru.
But that guy saying, I defeated you, Keiko, unbelievable.
Apparently, according to the data at this moment, the advantage they have achieved is irreversible. There's no way, no matter how much fraud they try to commit, there's no way this can be irreversible. And she would officially be the new president-elect of Peru. Excellent news. They were saved from communism.
Well, look, not bad at all. Now let's see what they're telling us here. Terrible jinx of shared lips. He supported Massa and lost. He went to support Maduro and Trump captured him. No, Maduro is currently going crazy in prison. He went to Peru and Keiko Fujimori won. He supported Petro and lost against the right. He has to go to the elections in Brazil no matter what. No, and apparently this guy wants to go. He wants to go over there. Incredible. I mean, everything this guy supports ends up losing. It's impressive, the whole shared lips thing. But anyway, here they tell us the left always operates the same way. The communist indigenist Roberto Sanchez denounced without presenting any evidence an alleged ongoing fraud according to him in Peru's runoff election. And he stated that he will not recognize the victory of the right-wing candidate Keiko Fujimori once the final count is completed. Let me tell you, at this point it's irreversible. I mean, it's practically impossible for that guy to win the election. I mean, the result is already set and this guy can't make a comeback anymore. Even if he wins all the votes that are left to be counted, this guy can't make a comeback at this point. And look, Roberto Sanchez reported an ongoing fraud and does not recognize Keiko Fujimori's victory. Okay, here they keep updating us at 99.859% and it's mathematically impossible for Roberto Sanchez to make a comeback. The Fuerza Popular candidate will take the presidential seat. Okay, first elected female president of Peru. Wow, that's significant. First elected female president, 51 years old. Okay, that's a pretty decent age. Daughter of former President Alberto Fujimori, which is why a lot of people hate her, which is actually almost certainly the reason she lost the previous 3 elections. She ran for president 4 times, winning in this last one. She was elected as a congresswoman from 2006 to 2011. Okay, she had already been a congresswoman in Peru. She is a professional administrator with a master's degree in business administration from Columbia University. Okay, now here it says that Keiko Fujimori is elected president of Peru for the 2026-2031 term, but we'll see if she finishes it. I know this might sound silly what I'm saying, but Peruvians know very well what I mean. I mean, a president comes in, they remove him, then it's crazy. In fact, there was a president a few years ago who passed away. I mean, they went to his house to look for him. He was already a former president then, I think. They went to look for him to arrest him and he killed himself. I mean, it's incredible what happens in Peru. Therefore, I can't guarantee here that Keiko will be in office until 2031, so it's 2026 as long as her government lasts. Only time will tell. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Greetings to the people of Peru and see you next time.